hot take off the press. Yes, sir. Okay, out of these three teams, who should be in the college football playoff? Now, a lot of y'all gonna look at me crazy. A lot of y'all gonna say I don't know sports. A lot of y'all gonna say I shouldn't even be talking about college football. But based off on how these teams have looked, I'm gonna go with Texas. No disrespect. Look, Vandy's 10-2. Make the argument that Vandy should be in. It's gonna be a hard decision for the committee. They ran roughshod over obviously Tennessee. Diego Pavia should be a Heisman candidate. 100% agree. Look, they are a good football team. The reason I take Texas though, in a matchup with both of these teams, they rocked them. Right now, look, the Florida loss is inexcusable. You shouldn't have lost to 4 on the road. They're 3-8. I think they ended up actually being forced today to finish 4-8 on the year. Look, you shouldn't have lost that game, but you played Ohio State close and tough, 21-14. I think loss you took, and then you lost to Georgia, and you got beat pretty good. The reason I say that is because, for me, Oklahoma 2 losses. They have a great defense, right? Great defensive front. They got dudes all over the defense, right? I like their defense. Their offense has been dog-ish the last few weeks. Crap. John Mateer had 3 interceptions today. This team, this offense is unwatchable. And when you look at it, look, you want an exciting product for your college football playoff. You want teams that deserve to be in. I don't want to watch that offense, right? You know what I'm saying? Defense can only do so much, especially going against more prolific offenses in the playoffs, right? They're going to only be able to do so much. That offense continue to look like that with no semblance of a running game, barely any targets to Stegna. No. You know what I'm saying? With that reason, Oklahoma struggled the last few weeks. They don't deserve to be in. That's just me. They struggled against Missouri, too, a week before. Now, again, it's just the last couple of weeks, but still not a team I'm taking. Now, I just made the argument for Vandy. The argument for Texas is, like I said, they played both teams. Yes, Vandy made a late comeback, but they throttled them throughout the game. It was up like 3 touchdowns at one point before they made that late surge in the fourth quarter. They dominated Oklahoma 23-6. Now, this is just the argument for these 3 teams only. This don't include Miami. This don't include Notre Dame. But if you have to choose out of these 3 teams, who I'm going to choose, I told y'all I'm choosing Texas. Texas has shown that they beat 3 top 10 AP teams this year, and they've handled business when they've needed to besides the Florida loss. Okay, obviously Georgia was very ugly as well. But when you go at home and you beat the number 3 team in the country, that does a lot for you. Marcel Reed and them boys are still natty contenders. That defense is still special. They was able to somehow, some way win that game. You got to give credit where credit is due. Again, over some of the teams in there, I don't think they deserve a spot over. But if it is just these 3 teams and a spot over Vandy and Oklahoma and all of them, I'm definitely going to go with Texas. Archer Manning has improved. He's gotten a lot better, in my humble opinion, from where he was at the first point of the season to now. The defense is playing at a very high level. Anthony Hill Jr. dealt with, obviously, an injury, so on and so forth. But you still have Colin Simmons. You still have Grayson Littleton, who's a true freshman that's balling right now for them. Michael Tapp had an interception in their last game. They have a very good team. Now, again, you got to handle business. You don't want to be in the spot. You're 9-3. I get it. I'm with y'all. But all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, out of these 3 teams, who should be in? I'm going with Texas. Comment down below who you would choose.